dreamed of this installation when I started thinking about environment in general and our connection with nature. The first environment that we live in is our own body. And there's a lot of things that are very close between the human body and the body of the tree. So I wanted to kind of make something that was half human and half tree. The title of this installation is Intrarubeus Rhizosphere. So intra refers to the inside, the interior space. It's also the Latin word. We're talking about origin, we're talking about roots. Rubeus is the root word for the word red. So we're inside the red. Rhizosphere is the space where the roots meet the soil. So these are definitely half human and half tree, but they're also more than that. They're also something that is kind of in this metaphysical space. I want people to ask themselves, are we in a gigantic world or are we in a microscopic world? Is it something that exists or exists only in a dream or exists in outer space, exists on this earth, exists within us? We're talking about the touch here. People can touch my work, people can experience my work, go inside like a cocoon. I think there's also something about the butterfly. There's something about cycle, metamorphosis, the cycle of the tree, the cycle of the seasons. In this material that I'm using, it's the red page. When I'm manipulating it, it can sound like wind, it can sound like fire. I had to make all the veins, the roots. It's hours and hours and hours of work. I'm sure, absolutely, it's going to be more than 1,000 hours. We have used, I think, 22,000 pages for the moment, and we're definitely not done. For this project, I'm working with Kim Martinez as an assistant, but also as my movement director. And he's been here all throughout the project, working by my side. So Kim is really helping to guide me in helping me find the movements that can express these 4 different seasons, these 4 different cycles. And he's definitely been there along the way for the whole creation process. I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if I can use my body within this project and kind of become the tree, become the spirit of the tree. I stumbled upon pole dance because pole is like an axe. It's like the center. It has the same shape of the tree, starting from the ground all the way up. My work is not necessarily about the final piece. It's actually, even the installation, it's a performance. It's just a trace of this performance that happened, is that not only are we going to have my shadow projected onto the walls, but also the shadows of the butterflies that will be turning on the pole. That's important, and also the shadows of the visitors that interact with the piece. So they also can become dancer within the space. The first tree that I created to start this idea, I'm putting it in the forest, and it's going to turn, to dance. And there's going to be a projection of this tree within this tree. And I really want to play on the contrast of within, without. We're going to have the red inside the real forest, which is green. So we have this opposition. So I've seen myself really transform, and I realized that this is really the beginning of the adventure, not necessarily the end.